From Western New York's news leader, this is News 4 Buffalo Update with Rich Newberg, Carol Jason, Van Miller, and Don Paul.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Carol Jason for Jackie Walker. March went out like a lion, dumping about 8 inches of snow in western New York.
But it looks like the worst is over now, and area road crews are working overtime to keep the roads clear. The plows will be out scraping and salting all night. They've been concentrating on residential areas since about 1 o'clock this afternoon. This is what Niagara Street looks like from behind the wheel tonight. The city's streets department is working around the clock to keep the roads clear.
We're going to have about 50 pieces of equipment out all night. We got the...
With deep freeze, and that's no April Fool's joke.
It's not snowing right now, but it's very cold tonight, and that means some hazardous driving conditions as the wet and slushy roads begin to ice up. Nightcast reporter Dan Housley has been following road crews tonight. He has this live eye update on the battle to keep things rolling along, especially for the morning rush hour. Dan?
Mary, I'm standing by at the foot of the Kensington Expressway where it hits Buffalo, a road that many Western New Yorkers will travel tomorrow morning into the Queen City. It's also a good example of the road conditions both tonight and you'll see tomorrow morning. As you can see, the road is wet, but good traction right next to some ice, about a half-inch thick, the stuff that was packed down earlier today and hasn't got a chance to melt away. State police, county sheriffs, local police all tell us these are the kind of roadways that you'll see tonight and tomorrow morning. You know, April Fool's Day is just an hour, less than an hour away, but already Mother Nature has been playing her cruel April Fool's Day joke. Mother Nature didn't let up until about 5 this afternoon, and by that time she had dumped more than half a foot of heavy white snow around western New York. The sudden change in weather fortunes sent motorists skidding, slipping, and sliding. Tonight, though, Queen City snow fighters are taking to the streets to undo Mother Nature's handiwork.
Right now, we're just mainly plowing, and towards morning hours, we'll start salting.
That combination of plowing and salting may not be enough, though, to wipe out that frozen layer of white stuff by morning. And Streets Commissioner Stan Buczkowski suggests you get an early start.
Well, if we don't get any more snow, tomorrow morning we'll be back into the residentials, and of course tomorrow afternoon the parking changes, so we'll be getting the other sides of the street that we couldn't get today because of the parking regulations, but we'll be going right through till we get this cleared up.
If you want to try an alternative to the automobile, crews are making sure the subway will be running on time. Out at the airport tonight, though, flights in and out are delayed up to an hour and a half. But it's not just Buffalo's weather causing the problems.
Delays going in and coming out is caused by high winds in the Boston area and just excessive air traffic down in the New York area due to thunderstorms and weather.
For some folks, though, getting here is just half the battle.
Well, I left at 6:30 this morning. I didn't bring a coat. There was no snow. And I come back to this tonight. And it's only 12 hours later. This is Buffalo.
Yes, it is, and that's why a lot of us refamiliarized ourselves with this morning, especially this...
The measure now goes before the Senate for their overall...
...by with the latest to tell us. Tom?
Dan, we shouldn't have any problem in the morning. As a matter of fact, we should have a little bit of sunshine. A lot of people get upset when we have snow at the end of March after winter is officially over. But it happens every so often, as we all really remember. Take a look now, as a matter of fact, and we'll look at some past spring snowfalls. April 6, 1982, 6.4 inches of snow. And then on April 20th of 1983, we had 1.2 inches. And last year, May 2nd, we had a trace of snow. So up until May 2nd, I guess, anything can happen. Back inside.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Eric?
Without warning, a tornado ripped through 2 fishing communities.
Their property, the property value, everything. And these were the things that were promised. And that's why we moved in here. We moved in here on that promise.
Just last week, Mayor Griffin reached agreement with the Pratt Willard developers, and today's grant money ensures the project will be getting off the ground later this spring. The House has voted to override President Reagan's veto of the $88 billion highway fund.
The merchandise here hasn't been top grade for a while now. So
you think it may be caught up with them?
I think it did, yes, because I think people want quality when they shop.
And that's been the complaint for some time. Many feeling it was the declining quality of Sibley's merchandise that sounded the death knell for the store, and not the slowdown of downtown, Rich. Of course, the hope is now that another retailing firm or developer will use the space.
While those doors are closed, Susan, the doors were wide open at the Gate Circle Apartments on Delaware Avenue in Buffalo today. Fire forced some residents from the smoky building out into the snow. It was a two-alarmer with damage pegged at $50,000. Nobody hurt, the cause remaining under investigation tonight. Across the nation in Oakland, California, they're cleaning up the wreckage from a mid-air collision. Two light planes touched wings.
They're already charged with espionage, and the investigation continues into the widening sex and spy scandal.
Indicators released today, the U.S. economy might seem to be on the verge of a blip.